afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Live at 4, the last hours of summer.
Yes, it is, and you can feel. This morning I walked early. This morning it was like 74 degrees. It's changing now, though. It's cooling off.
Yeah, I walked the dogs last night. I think it was the most oppressive evening so far.
You mean like sticky and muggy?
Yeah, no breeze.
Yep. Yep.
So I'm looking forward to some cooler weather.
Fall is almost here.
We'll get to the weather in just a bit. First, Governor Evers is trying to put abortion on the ballot, but will he succeed? Political reporter Will Keneally sorts things out for us.
A local brewery is doing its part for the upcoming Domestic Violence Awareness Month.
And New York's Attorney General is suing former President Trump and his family for hundreds of millions of dollars, alleging fraud and seeking to end their business in the state. We'll have a look at the lawsuit. But first, let's take a look outside. As we say, change is coming.
The trees are really starting to go now. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Slowly but surely. Fall is here tomorrow.
Almost here.
Greg is here in the backyard today. Big change in the weather.
Hi, Greg.
Yeah, hi. Yeah, actually, I love it out here. It's cool. It's refreshing with that northwest wind. You definitely can feel the chill. And even tomorrow, you're going to see the temperatures even cooler than we have. So overall, satellite shows the winds have turned around from the north. We have a few clouds coming the area from west to east, but that's not going to amount to too much. And then there's even a secondary cold front further north as you zoom in. Just some cloud cover. Overall, just winds continue up, and then we got some cold air coming through there. Radar, all the activities to the south or well to the north in the arrowhead of Minnesota, so we're clear there. Temperatures already, we're starting to fall. We already peaked. Like you said, it was 77 at 1 a.m. this morning. So we've steadily fall all day. And now we're rolling around the upper 60s, even low 60s too. So eventually that's going to be, as we zoom in, pretty much standard right now. Temperatures at around the mid 60s, almost 70 degrees in certain areas. But these will continue to fall through the evening with that northwest wind. So 77 was at 1 a.m., but that was that. As we haven't really reached anywhere close to that. We've been about 70. So the big thing is big drop in temperatures, overnight lows and high temperatures for the next couple days. Chilly Friday morning and rain chances Friday through Sunday. I'll break down how cold it could get Friday morning, as well as those rain chances this weekend in a little bit.
All right, we'll check back, Greg. Thank you. Democrats have said abortion is on the ballot this November, but Governor Tony Evers wants to make that literally the case.
He's calling on the legislature to make it easier to get a referendum on the ballot. In this case, a repeal of the statewide abortion ban. Breaking down how this would all work is political reporter Will Keneally. Will?
So it's actually pretty hard to get any kind of referendum on the ballot. It first has to pass the legislature in 2 different cycles before it then goes to the people for a vote. Once that happens, though, it carries the full force of a constitutional amendment. But the governor wants to make that process easier, making it citizen-driven. Just get enough signatures and your referendum can be on the ballot. He says that's particularly important now with the issue of abortion.
I know where Wisconsinites stand on this issue. This is about doing the right thing and protecting the freedom of half of the state's population. If Republican legislators aren't going to uphold the will of the people, then the people of the state should have the right to take a stand at the ballot box.
So Evers says that this will make it easier to get a referendum on any issue, not just abortion. But to make this change, it would need to go through the amendment process, meaning that it would need to pass the legislature twice to do so. So he's calling the legislature back into session in just 2 weeks to debate that issue. Now, the legislature is controlled by Republicans who have traditionally thrown out Evers' special session calls when he does so. And we heard from those legislative leaders earlier today that called the push by Evers a political stunt. Reporting from the Capitol, Will Keneally, News 3 Now.
Will, thank you. Next month, October, is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. A local brewery came up with a way to help stop domestic violence. Delta Beer Lab, based in Madison, partnered with a Milwaukee-based Third Space Brewing to roll out a new beer called 1 in 4. The name refers to 1 in 4 women and 1 in 9 men in the community who are affected by domestic violence.
It hits home for a lot of folks, and when we were given the opportunity, we realized that it would tie in really well with our October nonprofit partner, where we donate all tips through the month to them.
Delta has partnered with Domestic Abuse Intervention Services. All tips from the brewery's tap room will go to the organization. In addition, $1 of every pint of 1 in 4 sold, either at the tap room or at liquor stores, will be donated to Days.
Well, thousands of Madison City employees could each get $1,000 early next year. The mayor pitched the idea this week.
Our Tahalil Moeddin looked into why and how it would work. Talil?
That's right. The mayor says this would be a one-time payment, a bonus, thanking city employees for their work during the pandemic and helping them deal with inflation. It would cost the city $3.4 million. That money would come from an insurance fund, which is funded almost entirely by employees. Right now, the insurance fund has a big surplus, and the mayor is looking to use it as a way to give back to the city workers.
This is money that employees pay in, and so we're essentially able to return that money to them in a time when, you know, it's a little bit of a tough time for households in our community, and I'm happy to be able to recognize our employees.
About 2,900 city employees, both part-time and full-time, would qualify for the extra cash. After taxes, that's about $650 to $850. Now, the mayor is putting this idea in her budget proposal, but still needs Common Council approval. If that happens, city employees can expect to see their checks by end of February.
Teal, thank you. The New York Attorney General filed a new civil lawsuit today seeking to stop former President Trump and his 3 children who work for the Trump Organization from ever running another business in the state.
Trump says this is just another political attack. Skylar Henry has more from Washington, D.C.
New York Attorney General Letitia James filed a lawsuit claiming former President Donald Trump and 3 of his children committed fraud.
The statements of financial condition were greatly exaggerated, grossly inflated, objectively false, and therefore fraudulent.
The lawsuit accuses the Trump Organization of providing false financial statements to lenders and insurers in order to get better financial terms, such as lower interest rates and lower premiums. James, a Democrat, alleges Trump and his family business violated several state criminal laws and plausibly broke federal criminal laws as well.
There is a parallel criminal investigation being conducted by the District Attorney of Manhattan, and we are cooperating with the Manhattan District Attorney, and any information that he is requesting, we will submit it to his office.
Lawyers for former President Trump called the lawsuit meritless and an unchecked abuse of authority. They also say it's politics as usual. In a statement, Trump's attorney said today's filing is neither focused on the facts nor the law. Rather, it is solely focused on advancing the Attorney General's political agenda.
It's hard for me not to conclude it's a political hit job. And this is a woman who campaigned for office saying that, promising she was going to go after Trump.
The former president had a more personal response for Attorney General James, saying she's a failed AG whose lack of talent in the fight against crime is causing record numbers of people and companies to flee New York. Bye-bye. Skylar Henry, CBS News, Washington.
A humiliated Russian President Vladimir Putin is ordering up reservists after suffering a setback in the northeast part of Ukraine. He's warning the West to stay out of the conflict and threatening to use any means, including weapons of mass destruction. Putin's been pushed into a corner, but it's Putin who's come out guns blazing, warning the West he still has weapons of mass destruction, read that, nuclear, and he's prepared to use them.
We will use all the means at our disposal to protect Russia and our people, he said. This is not a bluff.
Putin is also organizing referendums in some of the occupied territories in the east to force through a vote to become part of Russia. Once that happens, it sets the stage for him to claim an attack on those regions is an attack on Russia. One-way flights out of Russia began to skyrocket in price and sell out after Putin's announcement.
President Biden addressed the United Nations General Assembly today. The president accused Russia of shamelessly violating the core principles of the UN with its war in Ukraine. Speaking before the General Assembly, the president said Russia is trying to erase a sovereign state from the map, and he called on world leaders to hold the Kremlin accountable.
Nations can pursue their imperial ambitions without consequences. Then we put at risk everything this very institution stands for.
The president also held a series of side meetings, including with the new British Prime Minister Liz Truss. The allies agreed to work together in confronting Russian aggression, while in Russia itself, Putin said he's calling up 300,000 reservists, as we mentioned, and made a veiled threat about using nuclear weapons.
NBC sports announcer Mike Tirico, that is, was in town today to help out a friend and raise money for a good cause. Andy North and his special guest Tirico hosted a luncheon supporting cancer research and patient care at the UW Carbone Cancer Center. The pair go way back as Tirico and North started working together over 2 decades ago. Tirico said he was happy to do an event that benefits those who need it most.
We talk about sports and games. It's really not significant at the end of the day. This is a real win or loss, and there are more wins because of the talented people at Carbone than I think you'll find most other places around the country.
Andy North and friends will be hosting 2 more events this coming spring, one in Naples, Florida, the other in Scottsdale, Arizona. For more information, go to andynorthandfriends.com.
I have had the opportunity to attend that luncheon today, and it's always incredible to hear what's going on at Carbone, as well as to hear from Mike Tirico.
That was, he had some Packer stories.
Packer stories, talked about the Olympics. Yeah, it was really, really interesting.
And he's from your alma mater.
He was right. He went to Syracuse. Yeah.
Well, remember that mammoth Mega Millions jackpot?
Well, someone has finally come forward to cash in the winning ticket. It has been 8 weeks since that drawing. The winning ticket, you'll recall, was bought at a Speedway gas station in Des Plaines, Illinois, 20 miles northwest of Chicago. 2 anonymous winners who agreed to split the prize if they won are now claiming the $1.3 billion Mega Millions jackpot. They opted to take the lump sum payment of $780.5 million before taxes, which they will split. So what is that, $390 million?
Keep reading.
A piece? So $453 million after federal and state taxes. Illinois, by the way, is one of at least 16 states where winners can remain anonymous. So we may never know.
You want to fess up, Susan?
No, not me. If you win in Wisconsin, you can't remain anonymous, by the way.
Absolutely.
So,
well, are you looking for a couple of new beef recipes to feed the hungry gang?
Yeah, especially now with the weather getting colder. Angie Horkin from the Wisconsin Beef Council is here with some great weekday recipes for you and the family to try. That's when Live at 4 continues.
You're watching News 3 Now, Live at 4.
Are you tired of your outdated kitchen and ready for a brand new look? Call Wisconsin's #1 remodeler, Mad City Kitchens, your trusted local source for kitchen cabinet refacing. Choose from dozens of colors, including white satin and stone gray. Surfaces are durable and stain resistant for easy cleaning and long-lasting beauty. Add an extra touch of luxury with soft closing doors and drawers. You can have your dream kitchen installed in as little as 2 days. And listen to this. It's our Upgrade Now, Pay Later event. Receive 24 months, no payments and no interest. Senior and military discounts. Get a $250 Mad City gift card with cabinet refacing purchase. Use it as an instant discount or for future home improvements. Plus, call during this program and save more with half-off labor. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call 608-298-5383. That's 608-298-5383.
Hello, I'm Roman Ryan of Ryan Funeral Homes. As a locally owned and operated funeral home, it's important to know that not all funeral homes are the same. Some other Madison area funeral homes are actually owned by corporations based outside of the United States. A corporately owned funeral home is focused on the bottom line, making services more costly. We have served local families for more than 80 years, and our priority is investing in the community and your family. In your time of need, Ryan Funeral Homes are here for you.
I received a call that my granddaughter had been hit. She suffered a serious brain injury and nearly died. The driver who hit Samantha should have been in jail. Mandela Barnes supports no cash bail that puts criminals like Daryl Brooks back on the streets. He's more worried about criminals than victims. Mandela Barnes doesn't have the judgment to keep our community safe.
Senate Leadership Fund is responsible for the content of this advertising.
This is the house that angels built. Attic Angels Senior Living Community is built on a foundation of authentic, local care, a framework for living well, windows to take in the beautiful future, and is crowned by the pride that one's home is one's castle. This is the house that angels built. Attic Angel Community. Independent homes and 4 levels of assisted living, built with the help of angels.
Sometimes life can get pretty busy in an active household. So that's why Menards makes things just a little bit easier for you. Start a door design and choose a style that's right for you and everything else you look for in a quality door. Mastercraft offers fast, free delivery on personalized doors to any Menards store. Use our door designer on Menards.com to get your door your way. Mastercraft doors, 11% off at Menards.
Welcome back. The National Transportation Safety Board wants all new vehicles to include drunk driving detectors.
The board pushed for the new safety measure Tuesday. It would require all new vehicles to include technology that can detect if drivers have been drinking alcohol or are otherwise impaired. The group reports that 32 people die of alcohol-related collisions every day, more than 11,000 every year.
Well, talk about getting more bang for your buck. Literally, the U.S. dollar went up 0.4% today, the highest it's been since 2002. The jump happened after Russia said it was calling in 300,000 military reserves, escalating the war in Ukraine. But just as Russia's announcement pushed up the value of the dollar, it also pushed up oil prices, 2.5%.
Well, that's the good news. Here's the bad news. Intensifying its fight against high inflation, the Federal Reserve raised its key interest rate by a substantial 3/4 of a point for the 3rd straight time and signaled more large rate hikes could be coming. An aggressive pace that'll heighten the risk of an eventual recession. The Fed's move boosted its benchmark short-term rate, which affects many consumer and business loans, to a range of 3 to 3.25%. That's the highest level since early 2008. The officials also forecast that they will further raise their benchmark rate to roughly 4.4% by year's end, a full percentage point higher than had been forecast as recently as June. Of course, stocks took a nosedive after the rate news was announced. The Dow Industrials fell 522 points to close at 30,183. The NASDAQ was off 204. The S&P 500 lost 66. All major indexes were down 1.7%. Now to some better news. Angie Horkin from the Wisconsin Beef Council is here.
Now that the kids are back in school, it's time to get back to some routines, and that includes some healthier eating habits. Hi, Angie, what are you cooking?
What's cooking?
Well, I have quick, easy ground beef meals. Perfect for this time of year. Like you said, we're getting back into school. The kids are stressed. I like making recipes now, especially when the kids were younger, something that I know they will really enjoy because they've had a long, stressful, mentally, physically long day. I don't want to fight for dinner, so...
Make them what they want to eat.
Exactly, make them what they want to eat. I'll make them happy. So this is a recipe called taco beef nuggets, and it's actually an older Chekhov recipe, and it used to be my kids' favorite when they were younger. They still like it, but back when they were younger, and they would help me make it in the kitchen. So I kind of take meatballs and add in some taco seasoning, a small can of mild green chilies, and mix that in with your 1 pound of lean ground beef, and then wrap the meatballs around some cheese. So I've just been buying cheese sticks and cutting it into fours and putting that in the middle, and then roll them in egg white and then Doritos. So like whatever the Dorito chips are, cheese flavored tortilla chips or whatever, and then bake them. 15 minutes in the oven.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it. So, you know, very super easy. Kids can definitely help make the meatballs. It'd be perfect for a weekend too, or even an after dinner snack.
Just a little taco sauce.
Packer game, kind of handheld food we love. Yeah, super kind of comfort food at the best.
Yeah,
you know?
sounds great.
Then I have lasagna, but I made it a little easier. I made it in one pot.
Oh, I love it. Right. It's not the layered kind.
No, I love that. But this is our 1 pot lasagna. So I started with a pound of lean ground beef, just sauteed that up, and I actually got some zucchini in here. I got a whole medium zucchini chopped up in here.
Your kids will never know. Sneak it in there.
If you need a use for zucchini this time of year,
they're plentiful.
Throw it in, and then like 1 jar of spaghetti sauce, and then kind of just let that simmer 5-10 minutes, and then dollop in ricotta cheese. So just kind of literally put the dollops right in your sauce, put a lid on, and then bake it in the oven.
So
about 15 minutes.
What is the pasta?
Bow tie pasta.
And that
farfalle. It cooks right in here.
Oh, so you don't cook it first?
Don't cook it first. That'd be getting another pot.
Yeah, right. That's 2 pots.
So then top with some shredded mozzarella, some fresh basil. I think it says 50 minutes. I don't think it'll take 50 minutes. Not at all. So, because you only bake it about 10 minutes, and after you brown up the ground beef,
that
another 10.
looks delicious.
Yeah. So 1 pot pasta lasagna. Everybody will love. Serve with a little salad, a little crusty bread. You got dinner done, super easy. Beeftips.com is our website. Of course, click on As Seen on TV. Got links to all of our ground beef recipes, our under 30-minute meals, 5 ingredients or less, all that stuff, economical meals, all the kind of stuff we're thinking about right now to make it super easy.
And make a little extra lasagna because it's usually better the next day.
Definitely.
And you can freeze it
You can freeze
for
it.
later?
Yes,
Yeah,
definitely.
good stuff.
Great recipes. Angie, thank you.
Thanks, Angie. Good to see you.
Enjoy fall. As we mentioned, go to beeftips.com for all the recipes. Well, here's a question. What do you do if a sea otter steals your surfboard?
That's a little specific. CNN's Jeannie Mose has the answer coming up after Greg's First Warn forecast.
Stoughton Health's Breast Cancer Risk Assessment can help you understand your personal breast cancer risk and strategies to reduce your risk. The screening is a free service Stoughton Health offers to help women take charge of their health.
Updating your kitchen doesn't have to be complicated. With Mad City Kitchens, you can avoid a lengthy remodel, stay under budget, and transform your kitchen in as little as 2 days. And our customers can't get enough of the soft closed doors and drawers.
We actually opted for an upgrade, and we have the soft closing doors and drawers, and I'm really excited about that.
And I really like those so that they don't slam when you go to close them. Yes, that was a nice other feature as well.
It's time to call during our Upgrade Now, Pay Later event. Receive 24 months, no payments and no interest. Senior and military discounts. Plus, with your cabinet refacing project, receive a $250 Mad City gift card. Use it as an instant discount or for future home improvements. And call during this program for extra savings with half-off labor. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call 608-298-5383. That's 608-298-5383.
Nothing beats a great night's sleep on a new Beauty Rest mattress from Steinhofels. Right now, you can get a Beauty Rest Queen mattress for only $449, or get $200 in Steinhofels cash when you upgrade to the redesigned Beauty Rest Black. More luxurious and comfortable than ever. And with Steinhofels special financing, your mattress just got more affordable. Isn't it time you got a great night's sleep? Relax. It's Steinhofels.
Consumer Cellular has the best customer service.
They care about the customer.
The best price with the best quality.
The prices, the coverage.
The coverage is great.
It was the same, if not better.
Consumer Cellular provides the exact same premium coverage as the nation's leading carriers for half the cost. Switch to Consumer Cellular and get talk, text, and data starting at just $20 a month.
It's like 4 scoops of ice cream for the price of 1.
Switch today and get a 100% risk-free guarantee. Call or go online.
There's no other place where my story is possible. My mom was a teacher. My dad worked third shift. It was our ticket to the middle class. That's the promise of America I'll fight to protect. While others send our jobs overseas, I'll bring manufacturing back, invest in our own workers, and stock our shelves with American products. And with a middle class tax cut, you'll be able to keep more of what you earn. I know the promise of America, and no one will fight harder to protect it. I'm Mandela Barnes, and I approve this message.
Stoughton Health's Breast Cancer Risk Assessment can help you understand your personal breast cancer risk and strategies to reduce your risk. The screening is a free service Stoughton Health offers to help women take charge of their health.
Take a look or listen to this. Space Force, the newest and 6th official branch of the U.S. military, just released its official theme song, kind of a Captain America, John Philip Sousa type vibe. When asked for official reaction of the song titled Semper Supra, a high-ranking Air Force official said, I'm sure will grow on us.
Well, we have a military veteran among us here. What do you think, Greg?
No.
No, you don't like it?
I mean, we got Off the Blue Yonder for the Air Force, so that's our song, but still, this seems, you know, I did space when I was in the Air Force, but now it's obviously separated to another branch.
It's a catchy tune.
I don't know. I don't see it really catching on too much.
I don't either. So anyway, fall is upon us.
It is upon us, and it could be quite chilly come Friday morning, so 30s maybe.
No freezing.
No, not yet. Still cold. I'll have all the details here coming up.
iMart Express owns selection, price, and speed. Need single vision? Get 2 pairs starting under $40. Progressives, 2 pairs start under $80. Nobody beats us, guaranteed. iMart Express. Right glasses, right price, right now.
I don't feel like I'm walking into my grandma's kitchen anymore. So this looks like a newer house. It's affordable, and it's a beautiful, it ends up being a beautiful job.
I would tell them that we had ours done by Mad City, and it turned out very well.
Mad City has more than 50,000 satisfied customers, an A+ rating with the BBB, and with cabinet refacing, will improve the entire look and feel of your kitchen in as little as 2 days. And it's affordable. During our Upgrade Now, Pay Later event, get 24 months, no payments, and no interest. Plus, with your cabinet refacing project, receive a $250 Mad City gift card to apply as an instant discount or use for future home improvements. And for more savings, call during this program for half-off labor. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call 608-298-5383. That's 608-298-5383.
Joe Biden on Medicare for All.
It's going to raise taxes on middle-class people.
Medicare for All would double your income taxes, ban employer-provided and union health plans, and bankrupt Medicare for seniors. Mandela Barnes still supports Bernie Sanders' socialist takeover of your health care.
Medicare for All is the easiest way to get us to universal health care.
Mandela Barnes, more liberal than Joe Biden, way too liberal for Wisconsin.
I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message.
Fry Construction wants to thank you for once again voting us Best of Madison 3 years running with 27% off gutters or insulation. Your neighbors already know how we strive to meet and exceed expectations with each and every project. That's why they voted us Best of Madison 3 years in a row. Experience the Best of Madison for yourself with Fry Construction. Save 27% off gutters or insulation with any full roof replacement project. Schedule your consultation today at fryconstruction.com.
How do we make your glasses the same day? It's all done in store. Our skilled techs handle your glasses from start to finish, getting them back the same day. Quality, affordable glasses made in store, only at iMart Express.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
We'll take a quick look. You've heard probably about Hurricane Fiona right now. Pretty much a major hurricane, Cat 4 as it moves to the northeast right now. Winds at about 130 miles per hour as it steers. You can see Bermuda right up in the corner. They have the storm warnings going on right now. So you zoom out, you can see this is going to speed quickly up towards the Canadian Maritimes and eventually up there become quite a powerful extratropical cold core system like we usually get over here, but much stronger. So impressive. It could cause some quite a bit of issues up in that area. So we talked about colors, and they're starting to be northern Wisconsin, you're starting to see more of that, and we're going to see more of that as it comes on the months. So that gives you an idea. Obviously, depending on the drought conditions, location, elevation, too, can really affect that. So, and frost freeze. Yes, we are towards that time of the year again, too. Up to the north are in that. Central Wisconsin's kind of getting there, and then we're still probably about a week away till we average to see our first date when we see that. So, big temperature change. You notice it outside, but out to the plains, they've seen 30 to 40 degrees. They were in the 90s and near 100 yesterday. They've dramatically cooled down. That's the air mass that continues to push eastward, and we'll see more of that tomorrow too as the temperatures drop. So the cold fronts further to the south. We have a secondary front that's going to stay to the north. That's up into the International Falls and going to the UP. Otherwise, we got winds coming out of the north, a few showers to the west, and just cloud cover really what's making our weather right now too. But you can feel that northwest wind. It continues. So overnight, we're going to see temperatures continue to drop as the winds continue to push out of the northwest. Skies will clear out tonight. Less cloud cover will allow the temperatures to drop. Then tomorrow we're going to see a little bit lighter winds, but overall really chilly conditions. We're going to see about 60 degrees or even colder. So you can see by the time we get to Thursday night into Friday, we're going to have the next system push eastward, and that's our rain chances coming into Friday. As you can see it pushing across by Friday afternoon. Really kind of breaks up. It's not going to be a widespread rain event, but it will bring cloud cover and some showers. Might be impacting high school football time frame too right now. So if we zoom in, we look at tonight for temperatures, we're going to drop off by 8 p.m. pretty much in the upper 50s, low 60s, and then overnight we should fall back into the mid 50s by 12 o'clock, and then as we get closer to the morning, mid-40s, upper 40s, even some low 40s to get towards Black River Falls. So definitely probably the first 40-degree temperature for many people we've seen since springtime. And then tomorrow the winds will still be coming out of the north, less cloud cover, but if you notice through the day, our temperatures really don't climb much. We're still struggling in some areas to get to 60 degrees when our average temperature should be around 70 right now. And then as we get towards Thursday night, here comes the cloud cover in, which may help to keep some of these temperatures up Friday night. But we could see many areas getting into the 30s. You can see 36 Black River Falls, 40 at Madison. We could see many areas getting up into the upper 30s. So definitely a chilly Friday morning to come to speak of it. So, and then we got the cloud cover, and then I mentioned you have that next system with rain coming back in by Friday afternoon. And this tends to fall apart, and then we might see another wave come through Saturday night. So that's your rain chances right now. So overall, you see the temperatures, the bottom out of 40, which is going to be pretty cold for this time of year. And then we're going to kind of get back up to 67 Saturday, that rain chance Friday night and Saturday, and then there's another one Saturday night into Sunday, and then overall still cool next week, and we might get closer to average as we get towards the end of next week. So it's overall, like I said, it's not frost conditions for Friday, but ironically, was it 2011, 2012, on the same date we were 37, 34s. Berkeley. So it seems to have a common thread. The 23rd has been a cold morning.
Right on cue.
Right on cue.
Yep.
Good sleeping weather, as my grandma used to say.
It's the best. I love the cold, chilly weather.
All right, Greg, thank you.
Thank you, Greg.
Well, schools across the country are facing a wave of disruptions from false reports of school shootings and threats.
The false reports have students, parents, and teachers on edge and have attracted the attention of local and federal authorities.
Deborah Alfarone has more from Washington.
A disturbing trend has started to emerge, affecting schools across the nation. False reports of active shootings, sending in a rush of police officers and causing panic among parents and students, like at this Fort Myers, Florida school.
Apparently it was fake, but this ain't nothing to play with.
The false reports are known as swatting because they're meant to bring in SWAT teams or other heavily armed police units. Schools in Houston, Texas have seen multiple scares this academic year. The aftermath of one incident was caught on a cell phone camera.
Does anybody here have a weapon? No.
Federal law enforcement is now getting involved in the investigations. Houston's FBI field office tweeted, "The FBI takes swatting very seriously because it puts innocent people at risk."
You could easily see how there could be an accidental misfire. There could be something that leads to a homicide or assault. And the people who are responsible for calling in the swatting then could have liability for criminally negligent homicide, manslaughter, depending on their jurisdiction.
The U.S. has seen a number of tragic school shootings, including the deadly massacre at a Uvalde, Texas elementary school earlier this year.
Students, adolescents' mental health is already in a very challenging place right now. And when you traumatize them at school like this, that's very difficult for them to overcome.
The FBI is urging everyone to remain vigilant and report any suspicious activity or persons. Deborah Alfarone, CBS News, Washington.
Yeah, times are changing. That never happened when we were in school.
I know. It's a different world.
It is a different world, unfortunately. Well, coming up next year on Live@4, a beer delivery went wrong in Florida. You're going to want to see this.
And then coming up next hour at 5, a survey of employers in the Madison area shows African Americans are consistently not getting key advancement or promotion. Our McKenna Alexander tells us more at 5.
Save Fresh Perks, it's easy to get lower than low prices for the win. You also earn fuel points on every purchase to save big at the pump. Pick and Save Fresh Perks. All you do is win big savings. Pick and Save. Fresh for everyone.
The kitchen is where family comes together, recipes come to life, and memories are made. So let Mad City Kitchens make your kitchen look its best with cabinet refacing. Our design consultants make it fun and easy to come up with a look that best fits your style and space. With dozens of colors and wood finishes to choose from, modern hardware options, plus new countertops and a kitchen sink backed with a lifetime warranty. We install in as little as 2 days, so don't wait. It's our Upgrade Now, Pay Later event. Receive 24 months, no payments and no interest, senior and military discounts, and get a $250 Mad City gift card with your cabinet refacing project. Use it as an instant discount or for future home improvements. And last chance to call during this program for additional savings with half off labor. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call 608-298-5383. That's 608-298-5383.
Lean back and save at the Century House. Right now, buy stressless recliners, sofas, or office chairs and get up to $1,500 credit towards the purchase of more. Or save $400 on stressless signature-based recliners and ottomans and motorized classic power recliners. Don't wait. Take the opportunity to fill your home with stressless comfort for less. Shop the Century House, 3420 University Avenue in Madison.
Eyes require a certain kind of care. As a family-owned optical company for over 40 years, Wisconsin Vision knows firsthand just how important your eyes are. That's why our doctors and staff are highly skilled and passionate in their roles. It's why our centers offer a large selection of eyewear suitable for all lifestyles, and it's why our lens lab is state-of-the-art, conveniently located right here in Wisconsin. Ask about our Designer Kids package or free lens upgrade. Wisconsin Vision. See more life.
With the Pick and Save app, no matter where you order free pickup, you get the same great deals as you'd get in our stores. So start your cart today. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
New at 5, calling on the people. Governor Evers sets a plan in motion to have Wisconsin citizens vote for abortion rights. We share both parties' reactions.
Fall arrives tomorrow evening and cooler temperatures arrive right on cue. Temperatures will remain cool through the weekend and into next week, although the best rain chances will be later Friday. I'll let you know how cool it'll be at 5.
Tonight at 6, racial inequalities continue to plague the workforce, according to a new survey. We ask how Wisconsin can rectify it. Tonight at 6.
Giving the weather satellite a spin, we end up in Santa Monica, California.
Where's the pier?
I think it's to our right.
Different shot of the beach.
Yeah. A little windy there with cameras jiggling around a little bit. 73 degrees, though, and sunny. Well, wait till you see this sea otter.
A surfer off the coast of California was confronted by an otter while he was out catching some waves.
And as Jeannie Mose tells us, she oughter be ashamed of what she did to this board.
Nick Erickson is usually the one riding his surfboard, but when he left it empty for a moment after catching a wave off Santa Cruz, a sea otter figured it ought to be the one riding it.
It climbed on and made itself at home.
Nick's friends on shore couldn't believe it.
No way.
Nick's tactics range from the puny, trying to splash the sea otter, to the brave, attempting to tow it toward shore. But every time he touched the board, the sea otter, possibly a pregnant sea otter, would lunge at him.
Were you actually scared? A little bit, yeah. It's like a pit bull puppy in a sense. Like it looks cute, but you know how dangerous it can be.
That's Nick's good friend, Chad, next to him. He was the one shooting the video. None of you guys went out to help him.
He should have just swam in. I didn't want to leave the board, though.
When Nick got too close, the sea otter would dive in after him. Nick was teased about why the sea otter was so riled up at him. You're being accused of being the one who got the otter pregnant.
Yeah, that's my friends being friends, I guess.
Finally, another surfer came to the rescue, managing to shove the board away from the otter. The otter then chased the rescuer, then changed its mind and started chasing Nick.
I kept looking over my shoulder, and it was like a scary movie.
You can imagine which one. But Nick was unscathed.
Was the board damaged?
Yeah, it took out a couple of chunks.
It did that too with its teeth.
Nick may keep it unrepaired as a memento of the standoff. He might even get that sea otter tattoo he once considered.
I've always had a fixation with sea otters.
Yeah. And this sea otter had a fixation with your board. Jeannie Mose, CNN, New York.
What a story.
She was protecting her. She might have been pregnant.
Catch some waves, you know.
Take a break.
Yeah.
Swimming all the time.
Yeah.
When we come back, we're hitting the road with Harvey Briggs.
We'll find out what he thinks, are you ready for this, of the 2022 BMW M2 40i X-Drive Coupe. Is that, did I get it?
We're out of time. Good night.
That's when we go behind the wheel when Live at 4 continues.
Well, it's time for another Madison Money Minute with Mr. Matt Coupland of Midwest Financial Group. We're just a stone's throw away from your office, right? Where are we today?
Yeah, we're right down the road at Seminole Highway at the Dolly Park Shelter, right here in Fitchburg.
Gorgeous, gorgeous day. Now, this got me thinking. So my husband and I, Seth, we just had our third baby, and it reminded me that, oh my gosh, there's a lot of things young families should really have in place when they're thinking about their finances and planning for the future. So a lot of people come to you maybe when they're about to retire.
Yeah.
They should come much earlier.
Financial planning takes different roles in different parts of your life, and so for a young family, I mean, there's a ton of things to protect, you know, one another, protect a spouse, protect the kids, ways to save for their future, ways to teach them financial literacy so that someday they can make good financial decisions. So yeah, it's not just about retirement. There's a lot of phases of life that need planning.
I love that point about teaching them, because it's never too early to start doing that, and if they see you do that early, they're most likely going to take on that habit. I love that. You and your wife put your roots down not far from here, and you're a dad of 3 girls. I mean, just how important is that, and what does it mean to you when you think back, knowing with what you went through with your mom, how important that was for you?
Yeah, our first home is about a mile away from here. We walked this spot with our little ones and strollers, and you know, when I lost my mom, which I've shared before, it was really eye-opening, and I wanted to make sure, and I have made sure through my planning, that if anything were ever to happen to me, my wife would be okay, my kids would be okay.
It's peace of mind. Make the call to Midwest Financial Group and Matt Coupland and his team for peace of mind. You'll be glad you did it. I'm Emmy Fink.
I'm Matt Coupland.
And you are buzzed into
Madison.
The house before you, over 30 years old, still has its original window. It's bone chilling.
There's no need to be afraid of old windows. Just call Feldco for 50% off.
It's the biggest sale of the season. 50% off Feldco windows, plus no interest until 2024.
50% off windows ends soon. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
Look, we knew the other side would make up lies about me to scare you. Now they're claiming I want to defund the police and abolish ICE. That's a lie. I'll make sure our police have the resources and training they need to keep our community safe. And that our communities have the resources to stop crime before it happens. I'll bring back manufacturing. And I'll pass a middle-class tax cut. And if that's too scary for Washington, then so be it. I'm Mandela Barnes, and I approve this message.
All right, overall traffic's beginning to pick up, which should be expected this time. Overall, there's no major incidents to speak of, some disabled vehicles, but just the congestion starting to pick up, of course, at the normal ramps and interchange is expected down towards this area, Regent Hill and all these areas of typically getting that traffic congestion. But overall, the weather is also cooperating too with cloudy skies and northwest winds. So we zoom out to Beloit and Janesville. The interstate, no issues right now to speak of there also. And if you look at the big picture overall for south central southwest Wisconsin, we're still looking good. Once again, good weather conditions overall, winds with the northwest at 10 to 15, so that'll be good. And we don't see any really issues throughout the night and actually going in tomorrow morning too. So it looks good weather and traffic-wise.
All right, great. Thank you. Well, this looks like a frat party on a Florida highway.
But this was actually caused by a massive truck crash. 5 semis piled up, and one of them was carrying Coors Light.
A lot of it.
A lot of it. Luckily, there were only minor injuries, but the crash obviously caused a big mess. Police say one semi slammed into the back of another one early this morning, and then a third semi stopped behind that crash, then a fourth, along with a pickup. But a fifth semi didn't stop, eventually slamming into another truck that was carrying concrete, sending the concrete all over, the Coors all over the road. Wow, part of the highway had to be shut down.
You think? I'll just drive around it.
Yeah, to clean this mess up.
Well, electric vehicles and SUVs seem to be the talk of the automotive universe these days, but there are still cars being manufactured.
Even two-door performance coupes, well, at least a few. The latest entry is the new BMW 2 Series, offered in 2 models, a 4-cylinder and the performance model.
For those not familiar with the BMW number and lettering system, let's get behind the wheel with Harvey Briggs to sort it all out. So you tell the valet it's the purple one.
That's right. No, it's not purple. It's Thunder Night Metallic.
Whatever. It's purple.
Yes, it is. It's actually a new color for them this year. This is the BMW M240i, and it's their entry-level sport coupe.
If by entry-level you mean $57,000 as it sits here, you must be talking BMW. To be fair, the 2-liter rear-wheel drive version of this car starts at $37,000, but this M240i 6-cylinder twin-turbo all-wheel drive version starts at $48,000. And the secret sauce here is that M at the beginning of M240i.
M is BMW's performance division. It's basically started out as their racing division. They use that knowledge to help build these cars and make them perform.
So it's not just slapping a letter on. It's actually a performance car.
Yes, this, the engine makes 382 horsepower.
So it's legit.
Yeah, it really is. I've driven this on the track, and it's a lot of fun to throw into the corners at Road America.
We'll refrain from throwing it into corners on Madison's west side, but it is tempting. So they call this the ultimate driving machine.
Yes, it's a BMW. And actually, this is what I think of when I think of BMW. You know, most people think of the X5 and the X7 and the big, SUVs that they make now. Well, this is a small, light, nimble, 2-door sport coupe that has plenty of power and is a lot of fun to drive.
Fun to drive, and there's no mistaking that it's a BMW.
It's clearly BMW styling, the kidney grille up front. You obviously have the rondelle up here as well, and really aggressive looking front end on this version.
Do these open?
Yeah, these are active slats, so when you don't need the cooling, they close for better aerodynamics. And then if it needs more cooling, they just open up.
A premium car with a premium price and a high-end interior.
There's a lot of premium luxury features, leather seats, leather steering wheel, heated steering wheel, a very nice high-end system. Their entertainment system.
Room for 2, but wait, there's a back seat?
You've got room up front for your 2 passengers. You are not going to put anyone in these back seats. They are tiny. Actually, in this version this year, they took an inch out of the rear seat legroom from the previous 2 series, probably because they know no one sits back there anyway.
After you.
Yeah, I'm not going back there.
So who would buy this car?
So it's really just about whether you like this type of vehicle and whether you want to pay a premium to have a BMW, and that's part of it.
And if you could live with a purple car.
Well, no, it's not purple.
I'm sorry.
It's Thunder Night Metallic. I've gotten a lot of compliments about the color of this car, but yes, it is purple. Eggplant, aubergine, I don't know what you want to call it, but yeah, purple.
Good looking purple.
I've never seen a car that color.
Yeah, you'd look good in it with that
suit. You disappear.
No, it's a really striking color. It's a new color for BMW this year, and it got a lot of compliments. I was really surprised.
And the mileage is surprising on this thing, too.
Yeah, I drove it to Detroit and back to go to the Detroit Auto Show and averaged more than 30 miles per gallon on the highway, and I might have exceeded the speed limit a little bit some of the time.
And that's a big engine, too.
Yeah, it's a 6-cylinder engine with a turbocharger on it, and it makes, you know, a lot of horsepower. So it's not like it's an economy car.
If you can't sit in the back, why do they even put those seats back there?
A couple of reasons. I mean, you could, if you wanted to, put a car seat back there. It would be a struggle to get back there. The other thing is insurance. 2-seat cars typically have a higher insurance rate than a 4-seater. And it's just something that, you know, they do. Plus, I can throw a briefcase back there.
I always love it when you try to get in the back seat because you're so tall.
Not that one.
No.
And you can put them down, too, for extra storage.
Yeah, you can, so that there's room to put things through the trunk into the inside.
Is this a daily driver?
It is a car you could drive every day. It's all-wheel drive. There is enough ground clearance that as long as you're not in a major snowstorm, you could drive it with snow tires. And it has a adjustable ride mode, so you put it in comfort mode, and it is quiet and comfortable.
I wouldn't want to drive it in the snow, though.
I would.
You'd have to wash it every day because of the color. That's the whole thing. It has to be. You want to see the color.
Yeah, you get in other colors too, I would assume.
Yes, they have many other colors, but yeah, I mean, again, it's a BMW. You're going to want to take care of that. You're going to have your car wash coupons on hand, so you can take it every week.
It's a winner.
Yeah, very much so.
All right, Harvey.
A lot of fun.
RidesandDrives.com for more reviews of all the cars we do. Harvey, thank you.
Thank you.
Good to see you.
Well, the final check your forecast coming up.
Spas. The Swim Spa Hot Tub and Sauna Show is coming this weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison. Rows and rows of spas, hot tubs, and swim spas. The largest display in the state. Save up to 60% on all in-stock models. This weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison.
Fry Construction wants to thank you for once again voting us Best of Madison 3 years running with 27% off gutters or insulation. Your neighbors already know how we strive to meet and exceed expectations with each and every project. That's why they voted us Best of Madison 3 years in a row. Experience the Best of Madison for yourself with Fry Construction. Save 27% off gutters or insulation with any full roof replacement project. Schedule your consultation today at fryconstruction.com.
Hey, we're here at the local farmers market where Informed Choice Insurance Agency is offering fresh, hand-picked local Medicare. What do you mean when you say shop local for Medicare?
Your local Medicare plans have all of the bells and whistles the national TV ads promise, only better because you're working with local agents who know the doctors, specialists, and the hospital networks inside and out. You're not going to get that talking to a national call center wanting to check your zip code.
Don't be fooled by national TV hype. When it comes to your Medicare options, keep it local with Informed Choice Insurance Agency, and their services are free.
Allergy sufferers. Bedtime means it's time to take Zysol. Zysol relieves allergies while you sleep, so you wake refreshed. Plus, it works faster than Claritin, and on first dose, provides the same relief as Zyrtec in a pill nearly half the size. Be wise all. Take Zysol at night.
Spas. The Swim Spa Hot Tub and Sauna Show is coming this weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison. Rows and rows of spas, hot tubs, and swim spas. The largest display in the state. Save up to 60% on all in-stock models. This weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison.
Will of the people isn't the law of the land. The damn well should be, folks.
Governor Evers hopes to put the vote for abortion rights in the hands of the people. We showcase the progress coming up at 5.
News 3 Now Sports brings you the Badger Blueprint. Join us every week for an exclusive look at Wisconsin football. From the practice field to the locker room, the game day previews and highlights. Badger Blueprint, Wednesdays only on News 3 Now at 10.
Yeah, and you can see outside right now just that mid-cloud, high clouds still over the area. We'll see those continue this evening, but overall you'll see a decreasing trend in sky conditions tonight. Temperatures continue to fall, and they will still this evening down to about 60 by 9 to 10 p.m. with the winds continuing on the north and becoming actually cooler. And then overnight, clearing skies and temperatures dipping down into the mid-40s. A lot of areas will see their first 40 degrees since the springtime, so much cooler than we've had probably for a long time. And then tomorrow, it's not going to improve a lot we're going to only go up to about 60 degrees, upper 50s to low 60s in most of the areas. Once again, average highs of around 70s, so quite a bit cooler. And the winds continue out of the north, and that sets up to a very chilly Friday morning. 40s, definitely 30s will be out there, so something to keep in mind. It definitely will feel cold. Rain chances coming Friday night and Saturday, a slight chance once again, and then another chance Saturday and Sunday, but both aren't going to be washouts. And then we cool back down and then maybe get back to near average by the time we get to next weekend. You guys?
No more 80s.
No.
Yeah, right now.
You never know. You never know. It's Wisconsin.
Yeah, that's still got time.
Great, thank you,
Greg.
Tomorrow here on Live at 4, we'll get a fall and holiday travel preview from CBS travel expert Wendy Gillette.
And we head to the Circus Museum in Baraboo for our Traveler Throwback Thursday. It's the Singing Ringmaster. Can't wait for this one. That's coming up tomorrow on Live at 4.
Everything seems to be getting more and more expensive these days. And it's the same for your heating bills. Since it will cost more to heat your home this winter, USA Insulation wants to give you control over your utility bills. Our premium injection foam keeps the cold outside and your warm, comfortable air inside, right where it belongs. Call now before winter and get a $500 early bird discount.
USA Insulation.
I guess my diet starts Monday.
No, girl. This is the diet. It's Jenny Craig, and it's delicious.
You lost all that weight eating lasagna.
40 pounds in 6 months.
You look incredible.
I feel incredible, and thanks to my personal coach, I always have the support that I need.
Okay, well, sign me up.
Wait till you try the lava cake.
Lava cake?
Join for $18 and get 50% off your first week of food when you sign up now at jennycraig.com.
Hey y'all, it's Pookie. I'm here to tell you about the pet insurance now offered by Physicians Mutual. And they take everybody, it don't matter your age or fur. So let's get a little personal, y'all. Not too long ago, it would hurt when I went to tinkle. I know, unpleasant stuff, but my mama took me to the vet and I'm back to living my best life. And my mama had pet insurance, so goodbye, high vet bill. Now there's money for hair, nails, and pearly whites. Tell your human about
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
Welcome. We're so glad you're here. Looking for one of our most capable Ford SUVs? Okay, great. We've got you covered. Spacious interiors, innovative tech, good looks, and a legendary off-road experience. Check out our inventory today, or let us help you place a custom order. Getting into the perfect Ford SUV? Well, it's easier than ever. Yeah, we've got you covered. Now choose FlexBuy on a 2022 Ford Escape, Edge, or Explorer and get 0% financing for 66 months.
Joe Biden on Medicare for All.
It's going to raise taxes on middle-class people.
Medicare for All would double your income taxes, ban employer-provided and union health plans, and bankrupt Medicare for seniors. Mandela Barnes still supports Bernie Sanders' socialist takeover of your health care.
Medicare for All is the easiest way to get us to universal health care.
Mandela Barnes, more liberal than Joe Biden, way too liberal for Wisconsin.
I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message.
In today's Final Touch, an up-close and personal interaction between a Florida firefighter and a fascinated new friend.
And it's pretty much the sweetest thing you're going to see all week. An amazing and heartwarming video of a blind child's interaction with a firefighter is going viral for all the best reasons. The video is posted of a meet and greet with homeschool students with Plant City Fire Department officials in Florida. The little boy, Junie, is blind and uses his hands to see thoroughly, exploring the firefighter's gear to paint a visual picture. Social media users had all the feels gushing about the interaction between the firefighter and his new friend. The boy's mom later thanked the department and said Junie hasn't stopped pretending to be a firefighter since. Sweet story.
So sweet.
It's our time for now. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you back here again tomorrow. News 3 Now at 5 starts right now.